Hey everyone, welcome to Virtual Veg Fest Live. This is Helene, and we are now like ultra new news powered by the Plant Based Network. What does that mean? That means we have officially become a part of the Plant Based Network, which is super excited. So we always thank them because we consider them our partner, and now it's truly official. And if you see on the screen is that nifty new logo that will start transitioning over towards as I purchase a new step and repeat behind me. And what do you think of the new logo? You can always put that in the comments and share because we're super excited. Now let's get down to a few things. Our Pass the Buck campaign for November is raising funds for the pig preserve. If you donate a buck or more, for every dollar that you donate, you'll be entered into a raffle for a prize pack from, what do we do, Orgain? I think it's Orgain this month. So please donate. The easiest way to do that, you can go to virtualvegfest.com or any of our websites, Triangle Veg Fest, Wilmington Veg Fest, Asheville Vegan Fest, any of the events that we do. And the link to donate is right on the site. You can just go to the graphic that says Pass the Buck for Pig Preserve, click it, and it takes you right to where you can donate, which is simple, easy. And of course, the Pig Preserve is in Eastern Tennessee, and we've done a talk with Afton Hughes. So, oh, hey, Linda. Oh, the logo looks great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I got some Kathy Hester crossover even too, so that's amazing. But if you do that donation, greatly appreciated. Afton was on our Virtual Veg Fest Live, which you can go see that talk over at our Virtual Veg Fest YouTube channel, which is another thing that you can do. You can follow our social media, Virtual Veg Fest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can follow those, and we have these nifty prize packs from Hodo Foods, Crafters Organics, Follow Your Heart. We've posted some stuff about what Follow Your Heart has sent out to those who have won. Super awesome. Follow Your Heart even sent international, which was really neat. So definitely go give us a like and a share and whatever you have to do. So today, Annie's supposed to be with us, and Annie is texting me right now. Let's go see. Oh, she can't get the link. Let me get her the link to come on because she is trying to get home. Of course, the weather has been really bad. She's in South Carolina. In North Carolina, it's been pretty awful. We actually lost power, so thankful we're here today. So she is working on joining us. I let her know that I would go live first and talk to all of you, which is cool. And we're going to discuss a vegan transformation today, her vegan transformation. And I think it's something that all of you can relate to in some form or another. If you went vegan 6 months ago, or if you went vegan 15 years ago, I feel like every person goes through a transition. And a lot of times when it's health, there she is. A lot of times when it's health related, you change. Weight loss potentially, healthier, definitely cholesterol levels lowered. There's many things that can happen that can make a difference. So I'm super excited to bring her on and have her share. And on top of that, she started a whole business. Which is neat. She's actually one of our vendors for Asheville Vegan Fest because Asheville's not that far from South Carolina because it's the western part of North Carolina. And she's pretty cool. And I'm super excited for her to share like what she does and how you can buy her stuff. And let alone the fact that what kind of difference this has made for her in her life. And hopefully my dogs won't bark. But let me see if I can bring her on. She's going to be like, she's just going to get thrown in. So let me go over here. Hey, Annie. Oh, let me pull her. Guesses muted themselves. Right, she's to unmute herself. Which I can't do. Unmute. All right. So I don't know if she realizes that she's live right now. Let me send her a text. Unmute so that she can join us. I mean, she looks great, right? All right, now she's frozen. And she's probably frozen because I just sent her a text. I did. All right. I don't know why it is not working. Can you speak? Okay, so that's not. You can hear me though. Okay, you can hear me. So that doesn't make any sense. Why? Let me see if I can. What happens if I do that? Oops, I just X'd her out. So hopefully she'll come back and we'll try again. We didn't have time to do any. Normally, this is done in the background, and we make sure there's any tech issues about 20 minutes prior to ensure that stuff like this doesn't happen live. And it could, but sometimes. So let's see if I can. Okay, I can hear you now.
Do you hear me now?
I can.
Cool.
Well, that's a little stressful. You okay?
I'm all right.
All right, good. I was just sharing how we're going to be discussing about your vegan transformation, which is the post that you put on Facebook that had me go, wow, you should totally come on to Virtual Veg Fest Live to talk about that. And of course, business wise, definitely sharing about all that you do there. So if you could share with everyone like who you are and what you do,
Can you
and
give me 1 second,
of
please?
course, sure. All right, well, she'll be back in a moment. So, once again, on Saturday, we're going to have a live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that live will be with Claire Smith. And if you're into green investing, might want to join us. So, that'll be on Saturday.
All right, I'm good. So, what's the question?
Who are you?
So, yeah, I'm Annie. I'm Annie O. Love. I'm sorry, I had to take a minute to pray. That was a little too much for me. Um, I went right from the kit. Well, I went right from running this morning to right into the kitchen to making Thanksgiving Day orders to sitting in traffic to here we are. So I had to pray for a minute and make sure everything was cool. But I had no idea this was.
It's okay. Believe me, it's okay. You get to talk about yourself now and just chill out.
Oh, don't do that either. But anyways, so I own a business here in Charleston called Annie O Loves. I actually own a vegan cafe. Whoa, right?
Yeah.
Called Cafe of Sweet Abundance. We're actually vegan, gluten free, processed sugar free, and we're excellent, man. Like abundance is in my life like you would not believe. And I do believe that, it all going vegan was the second best decision I've ever made in my life. The first decision was getting sober off of drugs and alcohol. I almost, I'm a chef by trade. I've been cooking professionally for 24 years. That's a really long time. And so in that time period, a lot of people know that alcoholism, drug addiction, it thrives in the restaurant business. That's where we live high and mighty. And so September 27th, 2013, I got sober. And once I got sober, I started to see things a little differently. I started to see that I was having an impact on this world, and I could do things differently, or I could sit around and wait for other people to do it for me. And so I started off, and I mean, I am a chef here in Charleston, South Carolina. That means lots of butter. That means lots of barbecue. That means lots of seafood, right? And so I started to see that maybe if I just went vegetarian, I could have a little different impact on things. At first, it started off as just my health. I was doing it just for my health and to lose weight because when I got sober off of drugs and alcohol, I gained a lot of weight. And anyway, so that turned in. So I went vegetarian first. Then went vegan. In that time period, I also went gluten free. Then I went vegan. Like I said, it was for just health reasons. And in my eyes, that's not the right reasons to do it. It definitely will make you real healthy. It'll make you real strong. But it wasn't the right reasons. For me. For me. Anyways, so I moved back here to Charleston. I get the same job that I had for 13 years before I got sober. And once I was there, I started, and I was vegan at the time. I started to have to touch cheese a lot and touch meat items. And I was like, I'm real sensitive to energies. And I was feeling like weird energies in all of that, all the animal products. I'm like, this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. Anyways, in that time period, I fell off the vegan wagon, right? This is part of my journey. So I fell off the vegan wagon and started off with a little bit of cheese, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm like back to how things were before, and I've eaten like awful. I gained a whole bunch of weight. That's that picture that you took. That was in between that time period. It was bad. My eyes look like.
It's
I'm
okay.
trying.
You can say it.
My eyes look like shit. My fucking hair looked like shit. My teeth looked bad. Everything looked bad. Nothing was glowing, And anyways, in that time period, I realized why I wanted to be vegan, and it wasn't. I mean, the health benefits are astronomical, But I remember one day I was sitting on a couch with my dog, and she's so cute. And I saw this little glimmer in her. And I said to myself, I said, how is she any different than every animal on the face of the planet? And I thought about it and I said, what's the difference in her and that pig? What's the difference in her and a mosquito? What's the difference in her and me? Nothing, right? Nothing. And from that point on, I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. And so I had my last hurrah, non-vegan hurrah, my birthday in, let's see, 2000. It was 4 years ago, so 2016. And the next day, I decided to do it for the animals. I decided to do it for the planet because I wasn't happy with seeing how trash was building up in the restaurant I was working in. It was just gross. It was gross. It was just, like I said, I'm real susceptible to energies, and I could feel the energies coming off all these things, and it was just negativity, negativity, negativity. And so I did it for the animals. I did it for the planet. I did it for my highest good, and I did it for my health. And with that combination of things, man, it's blossomed into so much. Like I said, second best decision I've ever made was going vegan because I've had 2 doctors tell me I'm getting younger. Right? Pictures. I actually look younger now, and it's like, what? And now I have the biggest gift any vegan chef could ever want. I am in Charleston, motherfucking South Carolina, with a thriving vegan restaurant where I go in, and every single day I have this lovely crew of light workers, and they help me create these treats that are, I mean, in Charleston, we don't have this. Right. We don't have this at all. I mean, in most of the East Coast, we don't have this. And, so it all started off with my cookies. Well, it all started off with my granola, really. And so I went out and sold my granola at farmers markets. And then I started making cookies with the granola. And then I started doing vegan festivals and veg fests and farmers markets all up and down the East Coast. All of a sudden, I'm big shit. And, I'm like, cool, Because because it's not only vegan, like I said, it's also gluten free, because I do believe that that's part of the holy trinity of our bodies, the mind, body, and soul, that, we take care of us on the inside, and everything just seems to work out on the outside. It helps me stay spiritually connected. It helps me stay happy. Um, so yeah, the cookies started making things blew up. And then so with the cookies, so granola's the mama, cookies are the babies, and then the grandbabies, those the cheesecakes, because the cheesecakes got the cookies for the crust, right? So granola's in everything. It's in everything. But it's not just your regular granola. It's a real special one. It's a high protein granola that I use really good complex carbs in, like buckwheat groats and and quinoa, and it's just this lovely, really crunchy product that's just beautiful. So it goes real well in the cookies. Anyway, so the cheesecakes, the vegan cheesecakes, they're real special. They're real, real, real special. I'm pretty sure that they're the whole reason that I'm even in a restaurant. Those things, they're so good, and people have a hard time. Like, I have regular old people, whatever. I don't. They're not really regular old. But anyways, we won't go there. They're not ready for that conversation. Anyways, so people that still contribute to animal product consumption, they try my cheesecake and they're like, "Whoa, what are you putting in this, Annie?" It's love, guys. It's love. Anyways, I use the cookies for the crust, and it's raw cashew. And then we put cookies all in the mix. I usually do them double layers with like cookie dough in there, and then we cover them in chocolate, which has been another thing. So there's a company here in Charleston that's a bean to bar chocolatier, and they make me this 100% mass chocolate, which is basically just the bean blended down. And so, of course, it's vegan, and it's beautiful, and it's dark, and it's rich, and it's like, oh. But anyway, so we cover that, and then I'll usually throw a little salt on top, and just to make it really fancy. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that those cheesecakes, they got me into the building I'm in today. 1 year ago today, I signed the lease on the cafe, and 1 year ago yesterday, excuse me. And, I remember, like I said, I ran in here just now because, like, this is the busiest time of year because I'm making cheesecake after cheesecake after cheesecake. So last year it was the same thing. And I can remember saying to people, man, I'm pretty sure that these cheesecakes are getting us where we're at. And so, anyways, there we were. We opened up a restaurant. I'm going to just fast forward. So this restaurant that I'm in, right, it was an antique shop that sold chicken salad sandwiches, right? So it wasn't really conducive to what all I had wanted to do in there. There was no walk-in, there was no freezer. Prep space was real limited. Anyways, I made that antique shop into a restaurant, and so it was this big, 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 big drawn out thing. Like, D heck, grease traps. I'm like, I don't even can put any. There's no fryer. There's no animal products. What do I need a 500-gallon grease trap for? It's just this thing to get restaurants to give more money and all these things and blah 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 blah. Then so February 20th, 2020. So that's 2/20/2020. I opened the doors. And when we opened the doors, I'm from Charleston. People were really excited. People were really excited to come and try out what everything they've been hearing about, and they're like so excited that I had a spot, and we got real busy, so too quick. There was no walk-in, there was no freezer, one single oven. Everything I was just building from the ground up. And you got to think, I've been doing farmers markets and festivals for 3 years, and so my restaurant experience kind of took a back seat to all that. I was kind of doing whatever I wanted, taking all my time on everything, and my chef career was a solo operation with 3 other employees, and now all of a sudden I'm running a kitchen again, and I'm like, whoa. Anyways, we got really too big. I got really stressed out. I was real skinny. I was real unhealthy. I wasn't eating the way that I knew brought me to a place of happiness, and I wasn't working out every day and things. And it was pretty bad because part of my journey is I am a runner. I am a hiker. I love to work out, and I have to work out in the morning to slow my brain down. But anyways, talk slowing it down. So, like I said, I got way too big, way too fast, and I was way too big for my britches, and I was trying to run the show, and everything was just shit, right? I wasn't happy with my performance. And then guess what? COVID happened.
Yeah, it
COVID
did.
happens, and I had no choice but to shut down. And it was like my whole world that I'd been working so hard for so long, all of a sudden I had to take it back to just takeout. And that was fine because people knew how to deal with me at just takeout. But when I say that that was the hardest thing I've ever been through, I've been through shit. And opening a brand new restaurant 3 weeks before COVID. Mm. But I think about it today, and it's like, where would I be if I hadn't? Because I was doing farmers markets and festivals, which got shut down.
Yep.
You know, we're on a virtual veg fest right now, right?
Right.
It's all making sense to me now. I'm like, what? It, um, but so people knew what to do, and I just did my first real legit farmers market 2 weeks ago. And so I would have been completely out of a job. I don't know what I'd be sleeping under a bridge eating cat food, vegan cat food, right? if COVID hadn't happened. And I'm absolutely certain without a shadow of a doubt that COVID saved my life. Because I was down a track where I was getting real sick real fast. And I don't know. Today, like I said, I'm so busy. I'm like, and I have this beautiful crew of women and one man that help me every single day be the best vegan I can be. Because to be a vegan in 2020, own a vegan restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina, where it's still shrimp and grits and cheese and butter, right? I can't believe you own a vegan restaurant in Charleston, Annie. Guess what I do? And it's right because us vegans, we're taking fucking over. It's out my mind. It's out my mind that us vegans aren't taking over the world, man. Because we have to. People ask me I get, kids that all look up to me and they ask me lots of questions. They say, Annie, you look like a superhero. Okay, cool. They say, what's your superpower? I say veganism. It'll help you in every aspect of your life. It changes you from the inside out, from an unhappy person that's just living day to day to somebody who wakes up with gratitude every single day and says, you know what? I'm compassionate. I'm kind. I'm super healthy. And I'm ready to do this.
This is incredible. Now, for everyone who's watching, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free. Susan already commented, yum, while you were talking about the cheesecakes. You're making me hungry to try them. All about the love energy put in. Now, I've seen the video of the cheesecake with the chocolate being dripped on top, so you can go find that on our Facebook page. It's really cool.
So sexy.
Yeah, it's really neat. Now, I did not know your story outside of what I read. I I knew nothing. So all of this is also new to me, and it's incredible. And of course, I sense you're almost tearing up, so it puts me empath wise into almost tearing up. And it was like, yeah, we're almost. I was like, we're just on the cusp of like two crying women live. But to hear, where are you originally? You're originally from Charleston. Where were you that you moved back to Charleston?
I've been living here. Well, I went away to rehab,
Okay.
in but I've literally lived in Charleston my whole life. I lived on
Okay.
James Island, right outside of Folly Beach, for 32 years.
Okay. I didn't know to go there. I thought you maybe lived in
Oh,
another state. So, all
oh
right.
no, self-taught Charlestonian vegan, man. This is
Yeah.
wild. So I will tell you this though. So when I was away at rehab, so it's a little place called Sumter, South Carolina, right? It's 2 hours away from here. The only thing there is a rehab, cornfields, and Air Force Base, right? Dude, that's where I started my vegan. You couldn't get anything. I couldn't even barely get fresh produce. I couldn't get anything organic. I mean, this is where it kind of all started, is because like I was like, I gotta make something to eat. What am I gonna do? Like, and so I started researching and researching and researching. Like I said, I couldn't even buy an organic banana. You know, chicken breasts are this big over there. Like it's horrifying, to be honest with you, for a vegan. But I'm pretty sure, like I always say, everything's been training up until now. You know, like everything has brought me to the place that I am today because I don't know where these recipes come from. You know, they come from somewhere. So I always say this whole company was divinely inspired to give me a purpose in this planet to help make a difference and to help transform the way people look at things. Like my slogan is changing the world one cookie at a time, right?
Yep.
Because people would try these cookies that were vegan and they're like, oh, I could eat these. Oh, I could try this now. Oh, if I could try this, oh man, this is great too. And now, so like I'm making things like chicken
I know.
thing. Like Simple Needs bread. I'm pretty sure they're from Asheville.
Hmm.
Um, and
They're actually from the East Coast. They're over by Wilmington. Yep.
yeah, and
Yep.
then I'm using all these people's products that I met at farmers markets and festivals. It's a beautiful little team,
Yeah.
the team. I always say light beans and my team, but that changed the world one cookie at a time because I was changing minds with these cookies. I'd have not so favorable people in my eyes come over to my tent and they say, how you changing the world one cookie at a time? I said, let's let you try this cookie. And when I was able to sample things, I sampled out the life changing chocolate chip chunk. And they try it and they say, oh, this is great. I said, don't worry, guys. I didn't give it the name, the people did. It'll change your life. And I'm just so blessed and I'm so full of gratitude that I get to do this. This is my this is my purpose, selling cookies of love. Let's do it, man. Let's
Yeah.
do
I
it.
mean, just the taste testing. I'm curious. Your vegan gluten free chicken for your chicken and waffles. What is it
Uh-huh.
made out of?
Well, it's made out of tofu, but that's all I'll
Okay.
say.
Okay. No, that's I've. Do you ship? Because
No,
I've.
I all the cookies and granola. It's a the granola even like I said, it's in everything. So it's on the sandwiches. I now make a savory granola that's on the sandwiches and in the chicken. Mm, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I'll have to, I mean, I'll definitely. I haven't been to Charleston yet. I've threatened to come to Charleston. It tends the Veg Fest there, the Soul Fest, tends
Uh
to
huh.
happen like either the same weekend or a weekend before one of my events, making
Yeah,
it hard to get there.
yeah. But now you got reason to come see me.
Oh, definitely. I was like, I would love to come there. And you know, Charleston, you're right. Charleston, there are vegans there. You have, I know you have like a Whole Foods meetup, and you know, potluck going on. You have a Soul Vegan Festival that was started, and so it's not devoid of the vegan movement. And I know there's more than one vegan restaurant, right? Or there's donuts. Aren't there vegan donuts?
They're actually not good anymore.
Oh,
But no, there's bake. They do some vegan donuts, but there's Gnome Cafe.
yep.
There was Bell's. They're closed down now too. Um, I would like to say that I got a little heartbroken by the vegans here in Charleston because when we opened, they were all really excited, and then they didn't come.
Oh.
But it's all right, you know. We've been changing the world one cookie at a time with all other folks, and so it's been a beautiful journey, you know. It's so, guys. I just want to urge y'all. We're trying to make a movement. It's a vegan movement, right? Go support your vegan restaurant owners. I know y'all can eat well at your house. Us vegans, we gotta cook, right? But go support your restaurants too, so we can keep on doing this. Cause right now,
It's hard. It's really hard. I know. Part of the reason this started was to give the vendors a platform to sell because I couldn't do in person events. Now, we did Nashville in October. So that did happen. It will happen in 2021 as well. So, but I'm the only organizer who did an in person Veg Fest this year of a full scale, right? Not a pop up, not 10 vendors, but actually 30 something vendors, 1,000 people, excuse me, you know, it safely, you know, in the middle of a state that was already red from COVID. But we did it, so I know we can. And now my hope is by next spring, summer, that we'll have a better handle on this and everyone can, you know, especially for food. That's the thing is for the food vendors, you have to rely on us patronizing and spending money because you don't ship. You have cookies and granola that you can ship, but for the savory food, those vendors, this is it. It's us going and buying food. And that we did in Nashville. You know, so we try to like for Thanksgiving definitely purchase some food locally that will I'm not going to cook. I cook every day. I'm not going to cook for Thanksgiving. I'm getting the food brought in. And that in itself can help make or break a restaurant for the month of November. So please support your vegan restaurants if you want. Or can you are you shipping the cheesecakes?
no,
Oh,
no.
I shipped the cheesecake.
We ship cookies and granola.
Yeah. I would order a cheesecake in a heartbeat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we got enough going on than to ship those guys. We'll get there maybe one day. You know, once I'm in another kitchen, like I had to buy a whole nother freezer just for Thanksgiving. Like,
Oh, that's
mm.
awesome though. And then,
Oh,
you know, and you're bringing up COVID as a positive. I do too. Because of COVID, obviously I had to slow down because I don't have festivals I'm producing. And I made the decision that I needed to use the time wisely and not waste it. And in doing that, I've dropped 28 pounds
go
and
girl.
exercising daily. And it is really, it's made a huge difference. So for vegan transformation, you're not the only one. And I'm sure we're not the only ones. And I highly encourage everyone that if you have extra time because of a viral pandemic, that you do something productive with your time and energy and your health and your lives because that opportunity exists to do it. We're proof. You and I are proof of that. And I'm so thankful that you had
Get
this.
outside. You know, go outside, guys. Go outside. Y'all in the mountains. Go do some hiking.
Well, I'm not. I'm in Wake Forest. But we have parks all over. So yes, North Carolina, South Carolina, every state for the most part has places that you can go. You can walk your neighborhood if you're in a neighborhood. You know, if you're in a city, urban area, wear a mask. But other than that, you know, yes, you can. I exercise in my bedroom. There's things that you can do that you can make a difference, impact on your health, and you're mentally, physically, that do it. When else? When the time is now, right? And like I said, I was going to say, I'm so thankful that you had your restaurant already so that you had a place to make stuff and convert back to what you already used to of takeout, of pick up here. Because you're right, farmers markets, events, everything went away. I think you would have come up with something anyway, but at least you had the restaurant as your home base.
I'm gonna probably have to run in a minute though. I have another call at 4:45 today. How long are we talking for?
Well, we can, what I want to do, so just in case, what is your website?
So my website is annieolovegranola.com.
Okay, I want to get that into this. And if anyone wants to buy anything from you, that's where they'd go, right?
Yep.
Okay, very go. AnnieOLoveGranola.com. And they can get the granola and they can get the cookies shipped,
Right.
right? And we can talk more about the virtual Veg Fest side if you want, because we don't have a lot of time. And then on Instagram, Instagram's got a lot of underscores. It's Annie underscore O love underscore.
Just search Annie Olove. You'll find me, man. You know?
Okay, no worries. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and sharing about Charleston, the fact that you have a restaurant there, so it gives people a reason when they go to Charleston, or a reason to go to Charleston outside of just going there, to stop by and get the savory food because we can't have it shipped, and see you and meet you in person. And I'm sure you'll make it to an event next year because Asheville will be in October. So that's the closest one I do to you. And Greenville, South Carolina, actually will be either July or June. So I will definitely send you that information. But keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for sharing your story. And I'm glad I saw it on Facebook so that you can come on and share it with us.
Oh man, what a blessing! Like, what a blessing to be able to share this. I have lots of people that want to talk to me about different things because my life has been this crazy wheel of things. I'm a chef. I'm also a drug addict. I'm also an alcoholic. I'm also a vegan. I'm also a gluten free. I'm also a runner. I'm all the things. But really, I'm just a servant, farting around, doing what I can every single day, and that's just showing up and doing the next right thing. And me doing the next right thing is definitely being a vegan. Like, I couldn't live with. My mom always said that when I was a kid, I was real sensitive to the underdog, and the real underdogs of this planet are fucking animals, right? They're the real underdogs of the planet, and I could just remember feeling it way down deep in my soul that these animals deserve so much better than the life that they were living. And it didn't make sense to me why other people can see it that way. But that's all right. They ain't ready for that conversation just yet. But just remember, when you look in that eyes of that precious little dog or that precious cat, those same eyes are mine and all those animals that are stuck in suffering.
Yeah.
Let's do better, guys.
And that is a fantastic way to conclude our talk with you. Well, Annie, thank you. And you're right. Let's do better. You make that part of your slogan for everything that you do, because we all can do better, no matter what we're doing.
That's right, girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, thank you once again. And I hope you have a great next call and everything that you're doing. And I will definitely be in touch.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'd like the link for this too whenever it's up. Just whatever.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be on our YouTube, Virtual Veg Fest YouTube,
Oh,
within
cool.
within the hour.
Oh,
So
all right.
I'll send it to you so you can share it on your end as well.
Thank you so much, Shin.
Okay, no problem. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Hey!
Bye. Okay, everyone, that was fun. What a great story that she has. And like I said, I didn't know. I knew a little pieces of it, but I didn't know the full gamut. So the fact that she's so open and she shared everything with us is how fortunate for us. And hopefully you take some of that valuable advice that she shared and you do something with it. So as we do this, make sure you wear a mask over your nose, under your chin. Don't wear it with your nose exposed, because it doesn't do anything if you expose your nose. New science just came out. It's not really new science that your nose is connected to your lungs. Go figure. Cover your nose with a mask when you're outside. We have like some serious virus stuff going on in this country. We're breaking world records. Can we try not to break a world record on people dying and catching a deadly virus? Just my thoughts, right? So wear your mask correctly, not here, not here, just correctly over your nose, under your chin, the whole thing. And we have these for sale if you want an I Am Not It Nashville Veg Fest, or just a Veg Fest. It doesn't have to have Nashville on it if you want one of these masks. Just go to virtualvegfest.com. Just like that, Virtual Veg Fest on YouTube. Subscribe and you can watch all our videos. We have like 70, 80 of these now, so please feel free. I'm starting to break them up into little clips. And thanks to the Plant-Based Network, powered by them now. And Saturday, if you're into green investing or you're curious about how to invest and you want to put your money towards something that is ethically aligned with you, we have rescheduled Claire Smith, and she'll be joining us from the UK. So we truly are international with our speakers, which is neat because Karen, who was just on, is from Canada. Fine Veg Love. Well, outside of that, 4 p.m. Saturday, East Coast time, because for some reason like EST, Eastern Standard Time, doesn't sit well with me for saying. And thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. And don't forget to like our social media because you can win prizes. Bye.